10th chapter. So let us prepare ourselves by sitting straight, head, neck, backbone straight. Let us withdraw our mind from all past regrets, future anxieties, present confusions, tensions. Ideal mind is alert, cheerful in the present moment, unattached with less baggages. Let us take a deep, slow, conscious, happy breath. Full breath. And hold the breath. And exhale slowly. Breath is always in the present moment. Always detached. Always moving. Clear intellect, still body, cheerful mind is our sadhana to attain this state, and with the self-knowledge, the meditative contemplation happens spontaneously. But for all this, we need God's grace. So let us chant clearly and loudly. Oh. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Hari Om. Gajananam bhutaganaadisevitam kapithajambu palasarabhakshitam umasutam shokavinashakaranam namami Vigneshwara padapankajam Saraswati namastubhyam Varade kamarupini Vidyarambham karishyami सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः स्थावरं जंगमं व्याप्तं यत्किंचित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः चिन्मयं व्यापि यत् सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। हरि ओम।
Hari Om, Manisha, thank you. So we are doing 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga. Bhagavan is interested to tell us his Vibhutis. Now, very interestingly, after today, we must talk about Lord's Vibhutis, not our Vibhutis. Mostly we are at 90% talking about our Vibhutis only. Our Vibhutis are what? I was born, then I am self-made, then in small village I was born, then how I got married, and now things are changed. At that time we were working so hard, and then there were 2 children, then how I did lots of efforts to bring the children up, and then how I spent my life, how I do puja, how I do so many things, and then my glory, I'm a spiritual person, I'm a blessed person. Lord says, no. This is, now after today, after listening to Vibhuti Yoga, we must talk about Lord's glories, Lord's stories, and Lord's vibhutis, because when we are going to listen to Lord's vibhutis and glories and stories, which are more in Bhagavad, but here indication is given, then before that, it is like going to Sachin Tendulkar and saying that, I played cricket in my gully and, I scored 4 runs. So it looks very, different. So I always like that sentence. Can we be happy without a story? Because there should not be a story for happiness. So how this particular Vibhuti topic has come is very interesting. In the 9th chapter, Raja Vidya, Raja Guhya Yoga, greatest secret and highest knowledge was revealed. Now that is very important for us to remember all the time. Secret is, Bhagavan said, I have got 2 natures. Please understand, unmanifest and manifest. Now this is again and again, Lord is going to repeat in various ways. Why? Because we sometimes forget that the unmanifest nature, which is all pervading, which is always there with us as different things. It is there in my heart as self. It is, we can consider that as God, Ishvara, who created all this world, and another God, which we call as Brahman, which is beyond all this creation and Maya. All 3 are same. Lord is now going to say that, okay, you have understood the unmanifest nature and manifest nature, but it is not very easy to meditate on unmanifest. It is not very easy to constantly remember that there is some Atma in me and the same Atma is in all. It is not very easy because we tend to forget. Suppose we always remember that I am Atma and this world is created by the Lord, our behavior will change outside. Because the nature of Atma is existence, consciousness, bliss. I will express happiness. I will express consciousness, knowledge, right decision at right time. And I will be fearless because I know I am existence. But We exhibit different natures. I'm always worried and fearful. I feel that I'm deluded or I'm confused, and I normally do not express happiness because I'm seeking happiness. One of the sentence very important in happiness is that happiness enhances when we express, not when we seek. Expression is easier, better in our control than seeking. So now Lord is going to say here in the 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga, that after knowing my nature, I am going to tell you my glories and also my power. Vibhuti and Yoga, both Yoga and Vibhuti. Vibhuti is glories and Yoga is power. See how powerful I am. After that, do not think that you are powerful and then you have done so much, because you will realize what is my power and what is my glory. Second thing, I will give you pointers to meditate in this entire universe. Once Guruji asked, maybe few questions he would have asked. One question he asked to Gurudev in Siddhabadi, that how much time I must meditate? Very important question. How much time I should meditate? Gurudev told 24 hours. 24 hours you meditate. How becomes a question? How can I meditate 24 hours? Maybe Guruji would have figured out, and he would be knowing also by reading this Vibhuti Yoga, because Vibhuti Yoga is given by Bhagwan, that how 24 hours we can meditate on Lord. Meditation doesn't happen only when we sit and then close eyes and sit cross-legged. I can meditate while talking, I can meditate while cooking, I can meditate while going around in the world, by interacting with people, and by recognizing that ideal. Because for meditation, we require an ideal, we require a particular entity to meditate. I just cannot meditate on Brahman, which is formless, or Nirgun, Nirakar, Nirvishesh suddenly without having a lot of Vairagya. Then the mind withdraws from the world. Bhagavan says, I know that most people are not able to withdraw their mind so easily from form and name. So I'm going to give here a technology to meditate on whatever you want. I'm going to give you many pointers. Immediately, Arjun is not only a warrior, he is a businessman also. He is a Raja also. What is the benefit of knowing your powers now? You will be, now this is very important, this is the main point of this chapter. Lord says, Etam Vibhuti Yogancha Mama Yo Veti Tattvata. If you know my Vibhuti and Yoga, in essence, what will happen? So we kampena yogena yujjate natra samshaya. Without doubt, you will attain, in Gurudev's word, tremorless yoga. Tremorless yoga. So we campaign, no tremor, no fear, no shaking. Means mind will be clear and steady, because all the time I'm meditating, realizing that this is the power which is actually propagating this person to do what? Now Bhagavan is going to say, last time we saw, but in the last 5 minutes we covered many pointers. So Lord says that don't think that I have, now this is a very important point to note. Don't think that I have only created this outer world. I am also have created the inner world of emotions, thoughts, desires, knowledge, and various pointers Lord has given. I am responsible. All arise from me only. So last time we saw around 20 pointers. I think 20. All this homework we must do. 20 inner qualities we saw, inner qualities. And Lord has said here that all these arise from me alone. All these arise from me alone. So what is the significance of it? Bhavanti bhava bhutana matta eva pruthak vidha. Pruthak vidha means they all arise in all beings. What all qualities? Buddhir, jnana, sammoha, kshama, satyam, damas, shamaha, sukham, dukkham, bhavo, bhavo. Bhavo, bhavo means birth and death, bhayam cha bhaya mevacha, fear and fearlessness, ahimsa, samastha, tushti, tapad, dana, yasho, yasha, success, failure, or fame, infame, bhavanti, bhava, bhutanam, matta, eva, pruthak vidha. That means all these qualities are born out of me only. So from today, once we have known this, that the inner world also is created by the Lord, we must not judge people. We must stop judging. Number one point. Long time back when I did one course, Art of Living course, I guess, the first sentence the teacher told, I still remember, judgment reduces joy. Judgment is required in, discrimination is required, but not labeling and judging people or objects or situation. I must be able to discriminate, but I must not judge. So here, what we are saying is that all these things are created by the Lord only. So we should not say how this person is behaving, what this person's desires are bad, this person's desires are good, this emotion is bad, this emotion is good. No, Bhagavan is saying all these 20 qualities are coming from me only. What are those? We'll just repeat because last session we just completed those fast in last 3 minutes. So first, Bhagavan says buddhi is created by me only. Buddhi is the ability to analyze things in their proper perspective. Then jnanam. Jnanam also is created by me. Different meanings. Ability to discriminate atma, anatma. So buddhi and jnana are different. Buddhi is required for day-to-day transactions, to earn money, to become in our day-to-day life. Jnanam is required to be happy. Again, buddhi, intelligence and wisdom, these two are different things. Many of these saints, they had no IT knowledge, no economic knowledge, no financial knowledge, but they were so happy. Tukaram Maharaj says, Sukha zhale antar bhai, like now I have been happy, I am happy, happiness itself. And I have got all the knowledge. But not, if you ask him some IT that what is this software and what is this, how to fix this computer, he might say that I do not know. But I would know what is the purpose of it. So Jnanam and Buddhi, both are different. Both are created by Lord only. So how we can relate to this? Many people have asked me this question. Some children are mentally challenged. Some people are physically challenged. They are born. No, Bhagavan is saying is that all are created by me only. Why? Because maybe some kind of role, goal, duty you have to do. So I have created that. No, this person is Buddhu. This person is Buddhiman. After today, we must not discriminate between people that this person is so rich but unhappy. Bhagavan is only creating. Asammoham, absence of confusion. No confusion. Bhagavan says, I create confusion. I also give buddhi to you to create that, overcoming that delusion. Question also comes from within. Answer also comes from within. Kshama, last time we saw, we are going to again see in 12th chapter in detail. Forgiveness. As we saw last time, there are different levels of forgiveness. Highest level is I don't even feel the hurt. I don't even feel that there is something, some insult has happened. That is the highest level. What is the example? My teeth bites my tongue. I don't have to take one kind of resolution to forgive my teeth only because both are mine. So when that oneness comes, then that forgiveness happens automatically. Second level, I forgive and forget. Okay, I felt hurt, I felt insulted, but I forgive and forget. Third level, I forgive, but don't forget. Don't do it again. I have forgiven you. And fourth level, Guruji says that that is out of no choice. This is very interesting how a person analyzes everything. Weak person cannot do anything. He says, "Jao, I forgive you, but what can you do?" One of the stories that one thin person, weak person was walking on the road. One bodybuilder came and then gave one chapad to that weak person because he was doing something. Now that weak person who was walking on the road, who doesn't have any body strength, he's saying, "Jao, tumko maaf kar deta ho." But what can you do? So that is a fourth level of forgiveness, that forgiveness out of no choice and no power. So forgiveness is the virtue of a strength, strong people. Weak people normally do not forgive. They say, "Yeah, I will remember. Last time you did this, next time if you do, I will not forgive you. I will punish you." Because we are very interested in punishing. Satyam. Satyam is, we last time saw that doing something what we are convinced about and also speaking truth, and there must be minimal gap between word and deed. Dhamma Shama means control over senses and control over mind. In that order we have to go. Sukham Dukkham, emotion of joy and emotion of sorrow. Bhagavan says both I create. Please remember, suppose I am giving joy to somebody, I am giving it. Suppose I am creating sorrow, that also is my creation. Why? Because that is how the whole drama is. When we go to a movie, we don't touch, no, why? Some people, that Devdas movie, so much of sorrow is there. There are many movies that are so sorrowful, crying, and people come out crying and say, what a movie, nice movie, what acting. But then we don't question why this movie director has created so much of sorrow, because that is how the drama is. Without knowing sorrow, how will I know joy? Bhava and abhava, perception of existence. I know that I am. And when I go to sleep, I know that I was beyond body, mind, and intellect, but I was existing. But I can know absence and I can know presence also. Very important point. We have the ability to know the presence of a person or object. And if that presence, and today suppose we see Rajshekhar, Lata are not there in this class. So that is a knowledge of absence. We must note down this particular thing, because when we go to higher text, this is taken into discussion. Knowledge of absence, abhava. Bhagavan says, I am only abhava and I am only bhava. I am only presence. And when everything goes to laya, when absence is created, that also I am. So we must not cry about abhava. No, this person was there, this person disappeared. I am happy with the person, I am happy without the person. Because it has, person, object, situation has reached God. Bhaya, abhaya, fear and fearlessness, both are me only. So suppose I am feeling fearful, we must say, Bhagavan, okay, you are creating fear in me because you are found me as an instrument to create fear. Ahimsa, absence from harming other people through word, deed, or thought. Samatha, and when we do this, there is an equanimity. Samatvam yoga uchyate, in whatever comes, that, as Gurudev used to say, whatever comes in our life, three things come in our life: situation, person, object. I must be having samatha to deal with it. Guruji says, what is one sentence important? He took one session, that what are the main points in Bhagavad Gita knowledge. First thing what he said is that after having Bhagavad Gita knowledge, our response to stimuli must change. Stimuli remaining the same, with knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, our response to that stimuli must change. If some birth happens, our stimuli is X. If some death happens, stimuli is Y. If something happens outside me, what is my response? How do I handle it? That changes with this knowledge. If it is not changing, then I must contemplate, I must discuss, I must think about this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, because our response changes, and that is what happened with Arjun. Situation didn't change, people didn't change, response to situation changes, his attitude changed. Tushti, feeling of content. This is very, very important. This is not possible without spiritual knowledge. Because whatever we do in life, there is a sense of emptiness in us. Just think that I have been born, went to school, college, married, children, this, that, traveled world over, seen so many things, but that sense of incompleteness remains. That sense of incompleteness is a part and parcel with our life. And I must become aware of it and be with it. Why I'm not feeling contented? Because that cannot happen at all by this world. Because this world cannot make us complete. Yesterday, I was just thinking about this, and one very interesting thought came that our scriptures say that this world doesn't have capacity to give us happiness. Happiness is not located in the world, but it is located in self. In the same breath, we must declare that, a very important point, this world does not have any capacity to give us happiness, but this world does not have any capacity to give us sorrow also. That is a new thought. Because only we talk of happiness, that happiness is not there in the world, happiness is not there in the world, sorrow also is not there in the world. Where is it located? Bhagavan said it is coming from within, because now inner qualities are going on. 20 inner emotions are given here. Then tushti, the feeling of contentment. Then tapa, the intention to go through some austerities for spiritual benefit. Like I want to reduce weight, then I have to go through some tapa. I want to enhance my health, then I have to go through some tapa. For anything, some tapa is required. So I must ask spiritual student that what is a tapa I am doing? Meditation is a tapa, Narmada Parikrama is a tapa. There are many tapas. Then dana, give more than what we take. Yasha and ayasha, that is, we can have infamy and fame, or we can say success and failure both. So last time we saw this and we realized that we had covered this in 2-3 minutes. But now we know that all these inner qualities, what Lord has mentioned, we must develop. Lord has given these qualities. So we must work on these qualities and develop, and must not judge other people. Compare. We should stop comparing, stop judging other people, respect to some people, respect to me. That is very important. Now, Lord is going to say that not only inner world I have created of yours, I have created the outer world also. Now, what is the importance and significance of this? Because we must really know that where have we been born? What is this world? Who created this world? How this world got created? And what is the purpose of this world creation? How this world creation happened? Once we know the overall vision, our role goal becomes clear. See, any organization, when we join, we know about organization, we know who is the boss, we know the structure, we know the products, we know the rules and regulation, we know the norms of the organization. Then the organization tells us what is your role and goal. Okay, you are into accounts. Okay, you are into finance. You are into logistics. You are into marketing. You are into sales, and this is your role and goal. So similarly, now the purpose is we must understand what is outside and how it happened. In some ways, because now we are seeing the Lord's glories, Vibhutis. And at the background, before we go to that topic, after this outer, then Arjun asks, he gets interested. Bhagavan, it is so interesting. Tell me more about it. I am enjoying. And then Lord starts his Vibhutis. So now, same electricity, but it is the same electricity in a tape recorder, in a TV, in a laptop, in a mobile phone, in a light bulb of 0 and 100 and halogen lamps. Similarly, that we must not forget, that the same electricity is pervading through all these glories. So with that, we will see now how the outer world Lord created. So now, Bhagavan says that outer world, I only created the 4 Kumaras, 7 Rishis and 14 Manus, he says. And now very important point, they are all born out of my mind. So that's the reason we say that it is Maya, because Brahmaji created this. Now very important point coming, created out of my mind. Now this world has not happened with some kind of union. Hari Om, this is very important to know. That's the reason when we say that this world is a creation of mind of Brahmaji. So Brahmaji created 4 Kumaras, 7 Rishis and 14 Manus. This is all mind, from the mind, and it will go back to our mind. No, no, how is it possible that, from the mind and this whole tangible world, what we are seeing, it is all mind creation of Lord. No, no, I am not believing in it, because the proof for this is that when we dream, in the dream, we go into waterfall and get wet. We go to London, we go to USA, we go to some Matheran, we eat food, we catch a train, we reach office, and then we come back home tired. This all can happen in the dream. That time it looks so tangible, but it is originating in the dream, it is sustaining in the dream, and it is going back in the dream. So same thing happens with the Lord. It comes out of the mind of the Lord, and then it sustains in the mind of the Lord, and it goes back in the mind of the Lord. That is the very important point. So this entire drama is happening in the Lord's mind creation, born out of my mind. Not by union of two people, not by Big Bang theory, not that there is, some father, some mother, and this world was created. Bhagavan says, no, no, these four Kumaras. Now who are these four Kumaras? Sanak, Sanandan, Sanat, Sanatan. What is the role of these four Kumaras? Now from today we must pray, because these four Kumaras are eternal. Their role given by Brahmaji. So now Brahmaji has created four Kumaras. Their role is spiritual knowledge and liberate beings. So wherever spiritual knowledge is taking place, these four Kumaras are present right now when we are interacting, because without their blessing, this cannot happen. Whenever spiritual knowledge goes up, goes down, that is a responsibility given to these four Kumars, and they are going together, and then they give discourses. They ensure that the spiritual knowledge is uplifted. That is a role given, because whenever any organization is created, roles, responsibilities are given. This is your role, this is your role, this is your role, this is your goal. Role and goal must be clear. Then 7 rishis are created. Marij, Angira, Atri, Pulastya, Pulaha, Kratu, Vasishta. Role given, procreation. This is very important. All of us, including 7.9 billion, they will, if they trace back, they will find that we are all creations of one of the Rishi. Lineage, we must know what is our lineage. Earlier days, lineage was very important. And when we know that we are coming from this lineage, we become proud that we must follow this lineage. Why this is mentioned here? Because we are lineage of one Rishi. And we will find qualities of that Rishi in that lineage. And it has been mentioned in our Puranas that these Rishis went all over the continents. And their role given was procreation. So we can trace back our lineage, that which Rishi lineage we are coming from, Gotra. So in our Shastra, Gotra comes from a Rishi, and we must become proud. We must read about that Rishi. Okay, this is my Gotra. 14 Manus. What is the role given? Marich, Angira, Atri, Pulastya. No, here again 14 Manus are not mentioned. Again, the Rishis only are mentioned. So there are 14 Manus, and right now there is Vivastavan. That Manu's rule is going on. There are 14 Manus, so there are different creation. One Manu creates many creations. So we must not feel, no, I am a unique person. No, this is again and again going on, and 110%, it is not 110%, 1000%, it is clear that ours is not only the solar system where life is happening. In this infinite universe, there are various Manus have created various systems, universes, solar systems where life is happening in various degrees. And right, what is the role of the Manu? Administration, proper administration. So there is Manu Smruti, how to live in this particular life. What are the rules and regulations? Now, okay, why should I know about this 4 Kumaras, 7 Rishis and 14 Manus? Because we should know what is the organization. It is all organized thing. It is not an accident. Whatever is happening every moment in our life, it is perfect, precise. Why to know this? Bhagavan says, Etam Vibhutim Yogancha Mama Yo Vetti Tattvata, which we read earlier. Again, it is important because that is the key of this 10th chapter. So we campaign yogena, I will become fearless because I saw everything is happening in Lord's mind. Everything is a drama. Everything, Lord is the boss, inner and outer world. Why should I worry? I am sitting in Lord's lap. Everything, the drama is happening in Lord's mind. The stage Lord has created, actors Lord has created. Why should I worry? Enjoy. That is what Gurudev used to say. Why one person went and asked him why this world was created. So why do you go for a movie? To enjoy or to learn? Either I am enjoying or I am learning. When some joy comes, I enjoy. Some sorrow comes, I learn. What is the conclusion? One who knows this complete vision. So this complete vision, I must know what this world about, how this got created, what is the purpose, what are the rules and regulations here, what are the different entities, how they are administrating this entire universe, and we should not worry, Kali Yuga aa gaya, Kali Yuga mein all Kali Yuga is bad, why should we say this? Kali Yuga also is created by Lord. It is most wonderful thing that just by taking Lord's name we can realize. No, Kali Yuga, all bad things are but Lord's creation only. Don't we go and see some violent movie, some sad movie, some very serious movie, and we say, what a movie, nice movie. Similarly, we must never say that this is bad and that is bad. This is it. So complete vision is what is this Tattva and Yoga Vibhuti we must know. Tattva means essential nature of the Lord. See, we can drink water. There are many people who do not know that, okay, water's formula is H2U, H2O. Because we have never seen two H and one O particle, but now scientists have told that H2O is water. And once I know H2O, then I can do experiments with water. Then only I can create steam, etc., etc. What is yoga? Power or infinite potential of the Lord. So two things we must know. We must know the nature of a person. Okay, forget about Lord first. In interaction also, we must know the real nature of the person and what are his powers, what are his influences. So water to quench thirst, to clean, to flow. That is the power of the water. And what is the nature of water? H2O, sapidity, liquidity. And what is the potential? Water can quench my thirst, to clean my body, to clean clothes, to vessels, and to flow. In the same way, we must also know the Vibhuti. So now we are discussing about water, then we should discuss about God. So nature of water is H2O. Yoga. What is the yoga of water? Power of water to quench thirst, to clean, to flow. And what is the Vibhuti of water? Mocktail, we can create juice, steam engine. So when we say juice, oh, what a beautiful juice. But what is the main ingredient in that? Water. And the person who knows how to make that particular drink, he will mix up the water accordingly. Today also people do not know what is the formula of Coke. They have patented it. How can one product is liked universally? Say many of us do not drink not because we do not like the taste, because it has so much of sugar and maybe because it is harmful to my body, but taste people love. So three words are important in this chapter. Nature, that is Tattva, Yoga, that is power or potential, and Vibhuti. Etam Vibhutin Yoganch. So three things. Chamama yo vetti tattvata. I must know the tattva of these two. Special manifestation, and water special manifestation is mocktail, juice, steam engine. This is to understand. Now Bhagavan says, now in the same way you understand three things about me. My essential nature which is unmanifest, my power which I have created this entire world, and now I am going to tell about my vibhutis, special things what I have created. Special things. Now what will happen? Those devotees who know this, they will attain Avikampa Yoga. And what will be there? And this is Paramavachan, no doubt about it. Do not doubt. This is 110% true. That today I know Lord's nature, today I know Lord's power, and today I know Lord's Vibhuti. Three things I must know about God. Then the devotee, what will be the result of this? Machita mad gata prana bodhayanta parasparam. The person who would love me, the love would start getting expressed from this person more and more, not jnanam. The person will single-pointedly worship me, remember me all the time, because the person would focus his attention on the inner and outer. The person will mostly be peaceful, and the person will be able to absorb the senses from the outer world and focus on the Atma. The person would think about me, speak about me, delighted about me, satisfied in me. What a beautiful thing can happen. Otherwise, I am not happy about myself. I am not happy about others. I am not contented. I am not at peace with myself. I am not expressing happiness and joy. I express fear. ऐसा हो जाएगा तो what will happen maximum? What will happen? No, this will happen in office, that will happen in family, that will happen here, this will happen in Kali Yuga. Bhagavan Gurudev says, why are you worried about? God becomes very angry when Lord says, you take care of your mind and your body first. No, what is happening in Africa, that person. Lord says, I am taking responsibility. I have created this world. Why are you worried? You own up responsibility for yourself. For your body, you do duty, keep it healthy. For your mind, you do first duty, keep it cheerful. For your intellect, you do your first duty, keep it clear. For your own spiritual growth, you do meditation and japa. Why are you thinking about so many other things? This is very, very important, because Bhagavan says this is tremorless yoga. I like that word mentioned by Gurudev. Tremorless yoga. I am worried constantly because I know now that Bhagavan is such powerful entity and he has created. Why should I be worried? Because some people, think that is compassion and that is emotional thing, to constantly worry, that is true. But, I'm so unhappy about that happened in that person's life. What are you doing? No, I cannot do anything. But why are you worried? Why are you talking? I must take care of my own health, emotional health, intellectual health, physical health. I must focus on my own sense control, mind control, and then do all these qualities which were mentioned in earlier words. Do charity, express ahimsa. Tulsidas ji says that Lord is form in eyes and formless in heart. Anandamayi Ma says, Hari Katha is Katha, Baki Sab Vyatha. Means from once a person understands this, then the person revels. Yoga ratova, bhoga ratova, sangha ratova, sangha vihina. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam. Whether I am with somebody or I am without somebody. Whether I am enjoying something or I am not enjoying something. My mind inside revels in that God only, because I know now God, Tattvata, Yoga and Vibhuti. Now this is very important. I must know that this is all, the essential nature is unmanifest. This is all power of Lord going on, and these are the special manifestations to meditate upon. So with faith and devotion, they remember me and I give them anukampa, give them darshan. Very interestingly, Shabri and Ratnakar had not even seen Ram, number one. Number two, had not even met Sri Ram, had not read any scriptures about Sri Ramji, Shabri and Ratnakar. With faith and devotion, Naradji came to Ratnakar and told, no, give up this and chant Ram name. No, who is Ram? What scriptures? Who? One Ayodhya, one person. One. Shabri's guru, she was a sweeper. She told, okay, you don't have to do anything. Just do one thing, that Sri Ramji is going to pass through this way. Any day he can come. The moment, and just keep repeating his name and remember him. And with faith and devotion, they got Ram's darshan. So once that faith and devotion comes, which is very difficult, then definitely we are going to have darshan, whether tattva darshan or rupa darshan, they got both. So this is the benefit of this Vibhuti Yoga, what we are going to discuss. I will give them Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga means I will remove their darkness. Now this is very interesting and we will see. Bhagavan says, if you know my tattva, if you know my yoga, if you know my vibhuti, I will give you Buddhi Yoga and I will remove the darkness of ignorance. Jnana Deepena Bhaswata, I will give you knowledge, Buddhi Yoga, and it will remove the darkness of ignorance. Now this analogy what Lord has given is about a lamp. The lamp comes and removes the darkness. Similarly, this knowledge Bhagavan will give of Tattva, Yoga, Vibhuti, and it will remove the ignorance that I am not this body, mind, intellect. I am this. My real nature is Satchitananda. How you remove darkness from within? So now we will see the analogy of the lamp and then complete this. After this, Arjuna is going to ask one question. Bhagavan, I want to know more. So what is the wick? Every day we light a lamp. Wick is, the symbolism of wick is knowledge. Clean, cotton, smooth, pointed by brahmacharya, noble qualities, satya, tapas, sadhana, chatushtaya, ghee, bhakti, prasad, love, peace, joy, because that with that wick glows or the wick is dipped in devotion. So very important, knowledge and bhakti has to go together. As last time we mentioned that knowledge, only spiritual knowledge, Maya, Brahman, this, that, but no love towards people is useless, tasteless. And Gurudev says, bhakti without knowledge is only mere idol worship. Only doing puja, idol, and that is criticized. I must have the knowledge of why I am doing, what is the ideal behind the idol, what is the purpose, what is the result, and then what is the sadhana to be done. Air, heart overwhelmed with divinity, mad bhavana, not sansara, because the air is important to glow the wick. If the air is not there, then the wick will go off. So the air is the symbolism of overwhelmed with divinity, not with desire and vasanas, which keeps the flame going. So unless and until my mind is full of divinity and all this kind of thoughts, the knowledge dipped in love will not burn, will not take us to the highest. Base, antakarana, which is virakta, dispassionate. There is a base on which the ghee is there. That must be my antakarana. Antakarana means 4 qualities, 4 parts of mind. Mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar, and it must be dispassionate. Dispassionate means it knows very clearly that anatma, it knows that world is not capable of giving happiness. That vairagya created by understanding, that is a base on which the devotion is there, and that is that devotion. In that devotion, love, the knowledge is soaked of this spirituality. This is extremely interesting to analyze and ponder, because sometimes people get highly intellectual and talk all Vedantic knowledge without love. And some people are very emotional, love God, but do not have understanding about what is the nature of God, what is the tattva of God, what is the vibhuti of God. And they still have a lot of questions about why God does this. Protector, there is a protector which is there on that particular lamp. That protector is very important, otherwise the week goes. That's the reason many people just come to class, read some one day, Sunday to Sunday, and then somebody comes and destroys their spiritual knowledge, and my behavior is different than what I am reading, what I am understanding. So mind which is withdrawn from sense objects, there has to be a protector. So there has to be a teacher, there has to be a scripture, there has to be God, which protects us constantly, this particular knowledge which is there. And the mind which is withdrawn from the sense or objects, that protection is required for this knowledge to shine. Otherwise I get too attached to like dislike. That's the reason those people who come to Bhagavad Gita class, those people who read Upanishads, they are criticized maximum. Why? Because they say, "Ab itna sab padhte ho and then you behave like this." You behave like this, itna sab knowledge hai, you can chant, you can give 1, 2, 3 pages on Atma Darshan and Atma and God, but see your behavior. So there has to be this protection. Protection is very important. Yes, I may have like dislikes, but constantly I must protect my knowledge. And the flame, light of Sankhya Darshan, vision of truth attained by single pointed devotion. So what is the essence of this? Yoga, Tattva, Vibhuti, Tattva, Yoga and Vibhuti. I must have vision of Lord outside and inside me also. Outside as the manifestations and inside as Atma. My own self is the self in all. And all these beings, plants, animal, insects, people, in that is created by Lord only, and there is a ansha, there is part of that Lord only. So my drushti will become samatva, and then with that samatva buddhi, if I concentrate, meditate, the mind will lead into absorption, and this vision of Lord will be attained. Arjun becomes so interested in this kind of explanation by the Lord. Arjun says, I am really loving this. Inside also you are there, outside also you are there. Bhagwan, tell me more. I want to know more. I am not satisfied this inner and outer, whatever you mentioned. 4 Kumaras, Manus, and 7 Rishis and 14 Manus. I want to know more of these vibhutis. Where can I meditate in this entire world? What all areas I can see your vibhuti? Like water is there many times, but juice is there. That is a vibhuti of the water. So similarly, show me important pointers where I can just feel glorified. Now this is very important because human mind normally gets enchanted, attracted towards power, glory, big things. If you see our temples, if you see Buddha Vihars, if you see stupas, huge things, and then we say something big, something huge, something beautiful, something enormous, and my mind surrenders. So now Bhagwan is going to say, give us many vibhutis and say, this is where you can remember and meditate on me 24 hours. But before that, Arjun asks one beautiful question on this, and he requests Lord that I am not satisfied with one small portion of rasgulla or gulab jam. I want many gulab jams. I want more, because whatever we like, we want more of it. And then Lord start. But when we are going to start the vibhutis, we are going to mention it. Huh? In one class, we will cover 15, 20, 30 also, because one verse by verse, when we took, for suppose we take only 4 Kumaras, then for that half an hour will go in their stories, because there are stories about everything. Some small stories will come, and those who want to read, then they can read Bhagavad, because then they can read stories about each vibhuti. So we will mention few things, because as we are doing summary, we are going to cover one by one quickly. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.